Well, good morning, folks. Can anybody hear me? My my monitor says I'm not online on YouTube, but my streaming software says I am online, so I don't understand what I'm seeing. Good morning, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, April 15th, 2021. Testing 1, 2. Microphone looks like it's working. Okay, well, oh boy, big delays. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can run that down, Paul. Let me go ahead and go through recap of where we are this morning, and then I'll try to pull that out, Paul, and put it in, Paul. All right, so y'all have got a pretty, or at least you're getting a pretty good delay from my output. So let's go ahead and get started. Crude 8-tick 9 a.m. session. First trade was get in sync with the long that unfortunately was a full stop out for 24 ticks, 48 on two positions. And our second trade was another long just up above the moving averages at 62.86 that we're still currently in. Nothing going on so far on the pound Aussie this morning. it seemed to be moving fairly well until about 8 o'clock, and then just died. And hasn't been going much of anywhere the last hour and a half, just kind of doing zebra stripes for us. Unleaded gas. Looks like we had a short at 9:02 that got us one. Looks like it actually lost a couple of ticks because of key level adjustment. Didn't get to any targets, and it's now long from 321. 0321. So we're over $2 a gallon on the wholesale unleaded gasoline price futures. Soybeans has looks like it actually did spike to the entry. So we'll look to get in sync with that. And I think given that we've got 2 touches of the entry, I'd move that down to 1425 for the entry. Our target 1 is 1225, so that gives us 8 ticks to the entry there. Almost time for market open. The Russell with the setup just before market open at 928.11. That one's close enough to be worth getting in sync, definitely getting in sync with. Normally we don't get in sync on the Russell, but that one is so close to our start, and price is just hanging around just above the 50 EMA, and it moved up through the 50 with some energy. So market open and long trade at 65.1. YM has all of a sudden has a long trade at 791. It just triggered in. I was about to say it was a get in sync short, and then the long popped up, so I skipped the short. We did this Russell trade stopped out, but we didn't get an entry. The soybeans trade is still a get in sync at 1425 since it had triggered in. Crude and unleaded are both long, and the YM blowing through target 1 for going to be a one and done session this morning. Small trade, 19 ticks. As it was just kind of going sideways there and bounced off the 50 EMA. There's nothing, Paul, there's nothing going on in that yet. So I will definitely, because I haven't been put into that one yet either. I'm just getting unable to load messages when I use the link right now. And crude, and there's a short, an SMA short on the Russell that I wasn't watching. 56.6. looks like the entry 56.7, excuse me. 52.9 is money management. Target is target 1 is 52.5. Target 2 is 50.3. So we'll see what that does. And the YM trailing up now. Stop at 37.99, 98 or 99. Let's see where it is. 99. 33,799. Going through all four targets. So the Russell and the YM diverging this morning. The Russell headed down and the YM headed up. No overbought or oversold readings on pound Aussie, so at least on my chart. So trades appear to be a little ways away. We'll have to get a pull back up into the 50 moving average to get a trade. Crude and unleaded still heading down toward their stops on the long trades. And soybeans actually getting in sync with the short trade, hitting targets 1 and 2. We got in sync before we got the add-on, so the original get in sync is our trade. 1 tick adjustment on the entry. So we have 8 and 13 on targets 1 and 2. Target 3 is 0950, and that would be 19 ticks. Gotten within 2 of target 3. And the YM stopping out on its trailer at 812 from 791 is 21 ticks on the trailer, 19 ticks on the target. So they're done in there. We hit money management and target 1 before stopping out for a partial on the Russell. So if you're trading target 1, then the Russell is POQ for the diamond level traders if you're trading target 1. If you're trading target 2, you need another trade, or if you're trading just the gold level, you've not had your first trade yet. Target 3 on soybeans. And the stop now at, looks like the stop's at 14 even. So we are trailing the balance line now. 14 even. And that's a long on the Russell that's filtered by the crossover filter. Notice the 50 has just crossed over the 200, so we'll wait for the magenta bar before we can take a long trade. $14.1275 for the soybean stop. And looks like the pound Aussie may be headed down without us. $14.12 even on soybeans. Unleaded very close to the stop. Note that I am trading the June I am showing the June contract on unleaded. The volume did transition actually yesterday. Still a split volume, but greater volume is on the June contract for the session yesterday and this morning. Crude has not yet transitioned. Its greater volume is still on the May contract. But given how close the volume is, I would expect that very likely tomorrow it'll transition tomorrow or certainly Monday. So please do hit the like button. That does help Troy's channel. And crude testing the 50 and 200 moving averages again. We'll see if it can push up through. As well as unleaded gas testing those same moving averages. Currently, they're both seeing resistance there. And soybeans stopping out. One and done session this morning, 11.25 for the trailer. So 12 ticks on the trailer, 8, 13 is 21, and 19 is 40 ticks total, plus the 12 on the trailer, puts us at 52 ticks. 13 points at $50 a point. Not a bad morning. And a short on the Russell. 53.2. And that did trigger in. And pound Aussie testing session lows. At 77, it was at 77.64. 77651 was the prior session low, and it pushed it down to 634. And unleaded stopping out of the long trade and setting up a short at 0249. And we may have a long trade coming up. Yeah, we did get a couple of positive bars on the oversold, so we have the potential for a long trade now on the pound Aussie. Not on this bar, but may set up on the next bar if it's an up bar, or the next bar that closes above the balance line. And unleaded triggering into the short, a stop and reverse short now presenting itself on crude at 62.59, which is the stop, the natural stop on the trade with the stop and reverse and key level adjustments. Got to move my money management marker there. And the Russell not being kind to us there, giving us a short, stopping and reversing back to long for a full stop out. And if we hadn't taken the stop and reverse, we would have hit money management and target one. And there's two up bars. If this bar closes above the balance line, we will get a long setup. It's possible this could be a bottom. That's second test of that session low. Set it early this morning and now testing it again and bouncing up pretty hard. So if we get a trade, this could be possibly be a good trade. We will see. And we may get another stop and reverse on unleaded as well. It looks like it's that crude and unleaded both are in somewhat of a consolidation. All right, there's our bar. We did penetrate above the balance line, so if this bar closes, 76.2 is the low, so 84.2 would be the close, so we're very close to that. And that would put the entry at 86. And we got another long with a full stop on the Russell, and now we're in an SMA short. A nice day there. And the pound Aussie's pulled back below the balance line again. And we have two closes above the balance line. Therefore, the stop and reverse on crude has canceled. So we are in the long with our stop still at 59 and no short setup. And those of you in trade today, I imagine that my chart is similar, but certainly not exactly the same, since we're using different data feeds, different broker data feeds, not just different feeds from the same broker, and not just the possibility of different servers from the same broker. And the SMA short, getting it done now. Target 1 and stop at 44.3 currently. But unfortunately, we've had 3 losses in the meantime since the earlier SMA partial, and that did stop out at 44.3. That is 5 trades already for those trading the SMA diamond level SMA trades. And there is your setup at 86 on the pound Aussie, at least on my chart. And okay, 77.88 is the entry for trade a day. A couple of ticks higher. As I said, data feeds are not the same, so don't expect exactly the same trades. And our crude trade, actually, we did get a stop and reverse back to long on unleaded. And our crude trade is moving back up beyond its entry toward target or toward money management. So that's a positive there as well. Now we'll see if this is going to be a successful trade. See if it can get through the 50 EMA on the pound Aussie. And the Russell with the long to target 1 and a partial. That ends the diamond level trades. Then we have a short that's a full stop for trade number 5 on gold level. Not a good day on the Russell. One and done on the YM. So just watching where things are going. And we have another short on the Russell for gold, the 6th trade for gold level traders. And the pound Aussie closing above the 50 and starting an upward move. or I should say continuing the upward move. And money management finally achieved money management and target 1 on the 5-tick crude. Eight-tick crude hitting target 1. And also hit money management on the long trade on unleaded. Crude stopped to 62.87. And Aussie hitting money management as well. Just missing target 1, or at least my target 1. And there is target 1 achieved. Target 1 is 7807 for trade a day. So trade a day traders, Yep, looks like you got at least the traders on Awanda. Looks like you got there. So this will be a POQ trade. And the Russell stopping out on its final trades. Messy trading there. Unleaded trying to work up to its target 2, as is crude. $203.9 for the unleaded stop and hitting target 2. That is definitely helpful. Not going to get us positive yet. 62.94 for crude stop. And I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't just hit target 2 for crude. $62.99 for the crude stop. And pound Aussie coming back and testing the 50 EMA again. Not a surprise. But if we can find support here, would be likely. Looks like I lost connection. That's been a while. I'll go back and dig those up, but those should be on the... Sorry about that, guys. I'm having problems with... I had the chat covered up for a few minutes there. Those parameters for the 377, Giancarlo, you should be the same as for NinjaTrader, but those will be on the owner's site. Okay. Stop that. Should be under trade plans, Giancarlo. Yeah, Kevin's showing that he hit my high. Yeah, and it's... I had my high showed 78.071 on Awanda, Don. So that's where I saw it before coming back and stopping out. And there is a new short now, but that is going to be that according to the trade plan, that's a POQ. Guys, I've got the intro playing over and over again here, so I can't tell you whether... I don't know if you're hearing it or not. So I am going to take a look here. We definitely hit target 2 and on the crude trade. Took a while to work it out, but actually no, we haven't. Well, yeah, we've hit it, I'm sure. 63.12 was... Yeah, entry at 62.86, targets 63.02 and 63.12. So yeah, we've definitely hit that. So 16 and 20 some. That's 40. That's actually not going to get us to POQ with that full loss early. That was a 48 tick loss. And we got 16 and 26 for 42. So we're still down 6. Of course, we're also in the 10 a.m. session now. That's a thought. 10 a.m. session started where? Right there. Yeah, that's a get in sync trade for the on the 10 a.m. session. So that is a one and done on the 10 a.m. it's one and done on the 10 a.m. session. But that, of course, trade was running through the 9 a.m. session as well. But that pretty well finishes things out. Here is the short setup that I have. But we off of my chart and off of Kevin's, your POQ. Off of my chart, the target was, I believe, 705 or 706. Or I'm sorry, 805 or 806. Whereas trade today was 807, but I got to 807.1. Yeah, my target was 805. Definitely got to that. So that's a POQ on my chart. Okay, guys, since I'm having that play over and over, and I've actually deleted it from what I'm supposed to be streaming. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and we will see you next week. Remember to check your volume on crude tomorrow if you're trading. If you're trading it, and certainly Monday morning. It will certainly go to the June contract Monday morning. Very likely to the June contract tomorrow. Everyone have a good weekend. Oh, wait a minute. I needed to get... Yeah, Giancarlo, you want to look for the trade plans under the not Spotlight, Counterpunch owner site, where you download, the same site where you downloaded the indicators. And so I will close things down and let things quiet down. Everybody have a good weekend. Let's see. Let me go get one other thing, and that is the